Hey guys, it's James Cash with Hero Realty Group and Real Broker LLC. Today is Friday, May 5th. Beautiful weather out here in Wasilla, Alaska, and we are going to go over some market statistics. So let's jump right in. All right, so you are looking at my handy dandy Excel spreadsheet. Again, the major markets are going to be in column B. 2023 is going to be in green. 2022 is going to be in white. We have our totals right here in change in units and change in percentage. And we have our MLS dates that we're looking at right here. And we have some information according to bank rate on a 30-year fixed conventional loan. They're sitting at 6.79 right now, 5.85 last year, same time frame. All right. So what we can tell immediately is we definitely lost inventory. We lost 71 units compared to last year. We're down 17% in inventory year over year, and last year was already a historically low inventory year. We're down in new listings tremendously, 33.8%. We're down in pending and we're down in sold. And this year we've seen in different markets, we're down anywhere from 30 to 40% in overall sales volume. So that tends to be correct there on the weekly market as well. So main thing I can tell you from this is we are starting to see the trend of outpacing new listings, right? 99 properties went under contract this past week, where we only had 90 new. So we're losing inventory week to week, and we are down substantially compared to last year. The other thing I would say is that if we take a look at this Anchorage market right here, we had 111 active in the time of this publication, 30 new, 38 penned, 28 sold. So if we just take a look at this new penned and sold data, we're basically there when we combine the Valley market. So we had 25 and 6 for the Valley, Palmer, and Wasilla. So we had 31 new, we had 38 penned, which is the same as Anchorage, and we had 28 sold. So almost identical new pens sold to the Anchorage market in Wasilla and Palmer. However, if I take a look at the inventory, 52 and 123, we have 175 compared to 111. So basically that means the Valley right now is a little bit of a softer market. We have more inventory compared to the sales and pendings we're having. So if you guys are experiencing a lot of trouble finding a property in Anchorage, perhaps it's time for you to take the jump to the Valley. It is a little bit softer out here. Things are still selling relatively quickly, but it is not as aggressive as the Anchorage market. So that was the year over year comparison. Now let's hop into week to week. All right, so what we're doing is we're comparing the most recent week to the last week of statistics we had. The difference is going to be in yellow, and we have our totals down here. So what we can see is that we lost just a little bit of current active inventory. We lost 1% change, pretty nominal. New pens sold. It was a slower week. The previous week, we had 98 new and 112 penned, 61 sold. We only had 90 new and 99 penned, but the trend is still continuing of we are outpending the new listings. So we are seeing that shrinkage in inventory happen as we progress throughout the busy season. And I know a lot of you buyers are out there and you're struggling to find a property you want, find something that's reasonably priced. You're feeling that you're getting priced out of the market. And I expect that to only get worse if the trend continues of pendings outpacing new listings, meaning we're losing inventory. The market becomes even more aggressive. So I would encourage you to just get out there and not hesitate putting an offer in, because I assume it's only going to get worse as we progress throughout the season, unless we see some random influx of an abundance of new inventory. The last thing I want to share with you guys is a little bit of statistics year over year. So enter another handy dandy report. So what we're looking at is a sales volume report courtesy of the Alaska MLS. First, we're going to take a look at Anchorage. So this is all year to date as of 5/5/23. So we can see different sales volumes we had right down here year to date. We are behind significantly. So we are down 38.23% in overall volume and 40% year to date in units sold. Last year at this time, we had 855 units sold. This year we have 509 units sold. So we're down 40% in units sold. Good news for sellers. However, average sales price went up 3.7 per 6 year to date. Now we're going to take a look at just the Mat-Su Valley. Again, these are residential sectors only. We are also down in volume and units sold. So in volume, we were down 27.67%. So we're down 28% in overall volume, and we're down 29, almost 30% in year-to-date units sold. And again, we see that same average sales price. It is increasing, aka this is probably just going to be appreciation in homes this year. So if we look at 21 to 22, we had about 11.24% appreciation. And this year we're seeing almost 3% appreciation. So all those things said, my advice basically is still the same. If you're a seller, now is the time. If you're a buyer, I also think now is the time. I don't anticipate seeing a huge influx of inventory. There is no reason people aren't going to make lateral moves, whether you're upgrading or downgrading, because the sellers are going to say, hey, my interest rate is locked way lower than what average interest rates are doing now. So lateral movements don't make sense for a lot of people. So really the only people who are going to be selling is if they have rental properties, they don't want to be a landlord anymore, or they have to move out of state and don't want to be a landlord. If you are a buyer, I think this is going to be the year to buy. I think we're going to see appreciation continue to next year. And we've seen appreciation happen anywhere from 10 to 20% year over year since COVID. I would anticipate that's going to be the case. Interest rates are probably not going to go down next year. So if you're trying to wait until next year, the only thing you're going to do is see prices of homes increase. So if you're a seller, sell. If you're a buyer, buy. That is my advice right now. So thanks again for tuning in. This was James Cash with Hero Realty Group at Real Broker LLC. If you have questions, we love questions. Call, text, or email us. You can call or text at 907-726-HERO. Again, that's 907-726-4376. And I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And don't forget, next weekend's Mother's Day. Don't forget.